Welcome to the Hog Pen channel. You've guessed it, guys. Today is Friday. If you have been following me on my Instagram page or TikTok, I announced that we was going to do a Q&A for the channel. First one ever, and I'm pretty sure many more to come. First of all, would like to thank everybody who sent in their questions. We got quite a few actually, which was quite surprising. So it is very much appreciated, and thank you for everyone's support. So let's get to it. First question, number 1. Why and how did you get into strongman? Okay, so the how is we did our first competition in a UK gym. They did a powerlifting competition at first, which we entered, which we just thought was, just for a laugh, because that's what we was training. We was doing more powerlifting style training than strongman. Then later on in that year, they did a strongman competition. And we thought, yeah, let's give it a go. We had no experience, no training prep for the competition. We just kind of went in not knowing, I guess. And it kind of stemmed from there. So we fell in love with the whole competition. It was more exciting. There was more going on than a powerlifting comp. Obviously, I'm not gonna diss powerlifting because it's an amazing sport, strength sport anyway. But I think strong man and strong woman was more my thing. And having a couple of people say to me that I was quite good at it kind of gave me that little bit of boost of confidence. But also, my coach, which is also my husband, has pushed me further and further into the sport. So it's actually kind of his doing, really, as to why I'm falling more in love with the sport in general. So yeah, that's a good question. Question number 2. What is the end goal? Good question. The end goal is, so if many of you follow me on Instagram or follow the channel and who have subscribed, I am currently training for a chaos competition in January. It's probably, I would say, one of the biggest competitions or second biggest competitions that I've done with a big company name, and obviously run by the lovely Rhiannon Lovelace, who is just a phenomenal strongwoman athlete. The end game is to try and get to a level where I become an official strongwoman athlete pro, so to speak. So that is the main focus, is just to get myself out there and be known to the strongman community who Misha Lily is. So yeah, I'm just working hard, training hard. Just, yeah, I'm aiming for that goal. Question 3. Who's your favorite strongman and woman? Okay, that is a good one. So my favorite, we're going to start off with favorite strongwoman. All-time favorite strongwoman is Donna Moore, the lovely Don. I've met her on my Instagram page. I actually have 3 photos with her at different occasions, some at Fit Expo, some at Giants Live. got to actually meet her in person and had a conversation with her. She was next to the lovely Andrea Thompson. That day I got to have conversations with both of them. But yeah, all-time favourite strong woman is Donna Moore, good old Don Don. So if you're watching this, give us a subscribe. Strongman. Oh. Strongman. So it's got to be Mitch Hooper. I do love Mitch Hooper. He is an amazing strongman athlete. Me and the other half, we have watched his YouTube videos, and so I follow him on Instagram, and he does give good advice and tips on numerous of lifts. Yeah, Mitch Hooper is my favourite. I'm always cheering him on when we watch him on TV. So yeah, Mitch Hooper and Donna Moore are my favourite strongman and strongwoman. Question number 4. What is your job? Now this is an interesting one. So my job, I am currently a one-to-one carer. I have one person that I care for, and I do that during the week and over the weekend as well. I kind of divide the hours. Next question. Are you coached? Okay, so yes, I am coached. His name is Luke Lilly. He is also known as my husband and the father of my children. He's very new to the coaching side of things, but he's done right by me. He tells me straight. He doesn't give me any bullshit. Yes, I do throw little paddies. Yes, it does get a little bit verbal because he pisses me off at times and I piss him off. But it works. So for any of you out there who are looking to be coached, send us a message, either myself or Luke, on Instagram. The Hog Pen page is up on there as well. Just give him a message. He is friendly. He may not look it, but he is. So yeah, I am coached by my partner in crime. Next question. What's your favourite strongman event and least favourite event? Oh, strongman event. Okay, so I've recently become in love with the good old sandbags. I do like the sandbags. I think because you have to train for various things at a competition, you tend to fall in love with certain bits that you are training to get better at. If you watch the previous video, which is called Death by Sandbag, I did try and attempt to lift the 100-kilo sandbag to shoulder. Obviously, it was a fail, but also I didn't take it as a bad fail. I took it as that I can lift a 100-kilo sandbag and hold it there for a long period of time. So either way, it was a PB for me. Trying to think, favorite event. I'm trying to think of all the events that I've done. I like the yoke. I never used to. I like a yoke run. Least favorite. Least favorite. I'll probably say sandbag toss or like kettlebell toss. Right, next one. Now this is an interesting one. For anybody who knows me, I'm quite shocked at this question. Do you take steroids? The answer is No, I do not take steroids. Best lift you've seen live? Oh, best lift I've seen live. Best lift. Best lift. It's hard because I have a favourite. The question doesn't really define if it's a strong man or strong woman. Like the pros, the higher ups. So I'm going to go with a best lift I've seen that is my favourite to date in competition. Is actually watching Coach in his competition that he entered, I think it was like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. He did a deadlift, and yeah, that was my favourite lift that he did on the day. The pop of the crowd was immense. Yeah, and it was, because of the pop, it just made it even better, and it was just fucking awesome, basically. So what is the hog pen? So many have asked, and I've had people message me and ask me where this gym is, not actually thinking that it's in our back garden. So it was a back garden, and then we transformed it into a gym. Unfortunately, we don't, where we live, they are all commercial gyms or bodybuilding gyms and not actual strongman gyms. I think the closest one is St Ives, which is where my coach competed. But yeah, it's a bit, and Peterborough actually, dedicated gym. They've got one. So yeah, and during COVID hit, gyms started closing, which was ridiculous. And Coach decided, right, let's dig the garden up. So that's exactly what he did. So the Hog Pen gym is a gym. It's just a powerful, strong man and woman gym. Anybody who is interested in this line of sport is welcome. They can always send myself or my coach a message on social media, and we can arrange something for you guys to come and try it out. We do not charge, although if you are coming, we do ask to bring cake and biscuits, because I'm always on tea and coffee duty, so Hog Pen gym is just it's just a family gym. And I love it. The fact that I can just walk outside my back garden and train. I mean, you've got to have some real thick skin to come out here in all types of weather. We do limit the when we train, depending on what type of weather we get, because you don't want to cause yourself injury and you don't really want to mess up the equipment. But yes, it is outside, so you need to have some thick skin to be out here and train. And before you know it, you're warmed up and you don't really feel the cold. Although when it's summer, because everything is black, as you can see, when the sun hits this part of the garden, it is like a sauna, so you sweat buckets. But yeah, I'd say it's kind of like a spit and sawdust kind of gym, but outside and doesn't have a roof. So that's how I would describe the Hog Pen. So yeah, we've had quite a few people attend the Hog Pen, and they've either trained with myself or my coach. We have the kids out here, they get amongst it, which is good, which is great. So yeah, that's the Hog Pen in a nutshell, for me anyway. My coach is probably rolling his eyes listening to this, going, no, no, but that's how I'd describe it. Why did you bottle the 100-kilo sandbag last week? Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, well, thanks for that question. I didn't bottle it. So looking back on the video, I know there's a few, there is probably many things I need to tweak on. The arm, which was this one, I'm standing here, this one, it just seemed to have like just stayed there. I weren't actually using it for some unknown reason. I think it was the whole shock horror in my brain going, oh my God, you've just lifted a 100-kilo sandbag. And then you're like, fuck, what do I do next? So I didn't bottle it. I couldn't breathe. And I could, you know, there was the blur was creeping in. So yeah, obviously the next day, I think I'd obviously bruised or maybe even torn something in my stomach somehow, because it was hard, it was hurting to cough. Every now and then, if I bend over, I get like a little pinch, and I'm like, that was where the sandbag was sitting on my mum tum. So yeah, it is there though. I know I'm going to get it next time. Obviously with the training that I'm doing has had its benefits on being able to lift the 100-kilo sandbag. But yeah, it was good as well to actually have coach it was almost like he was egging me on. He egged me on to do the 100-kilo sandbag. He just kept saying, are you scared of it? Are you scared of it? And I was like, yeah. But we did it anyway. So yeah, but next time I will not let you down. Right, next question. Okay, so I got this question yesterday. What piece of advice would you give to anyone starting strongman or strongwoman? Oh, piece of advice. Piece of advice. Learn, listen, research. And if you want it, everybody's goals is different. Everybody has a different end game. But whatever that end game is, stick to it. You know, be consistent with it. You know, it is the key to it, to any sport. But yeah, learn, listen, research, and don't be afraid to ask questions. It could be, or you might think it could be the most stupidest question, but it's really not. If you don't get it, just ask. You know, the amount of times I've asked the most dumbest questions to coach, or if I'm reading my plan, I don't know, my brain thinks different sometimes, but it does make me sound very, very stupid. But you know, I'm asking the question, I'm making sure that it is what I need to do. So, but yeah, learn, listen, and research, and ask questions. They are my key words. How so this question made me laugh. How easy is Luke to look after? He would say he's a simple man, likes simple foods, simple living. Yes, that is true, but there is always a but. It has its moments. He says he's not a fussy eater, but he genuinely is. If he doesn't like something I've cooked, he will make it known, whether it hurts my feelings or not. He eats a lot, so having to prep my food when I'm doing a prep and prep his, making sure it's food that I know he likes, but then there'll be times where I open his lunchbox and I'm like, right, you haven't eaten that, so obviously you don't like that. But it's weird. I'd rather see it than him tell me. So, yeah. To look at, it's easy, but at the same time, it's not, because I'm kind of like, I'm on call like 24/7, not only with being a carer or, you know, with the kids and, you know, just maintaining everything. It has, like I said, it has its moments. It is hard, but you just get through it, you know. I think any time that I see friends or, you know, taking one of the kids to their sports training sessions for like football or whatnot, it's actually quite nice, because then I can just sit in my car and deload, go through go through my emails and whatnot, and then start back up again. So yeah, I do everything. That's just me. Do I moan about it? Yeah. Am I entitled to moan about it? Yeah. Is Luke easy to look after? Yes and no. But you just do it. But yeah, interesting question that. Calories do you have in a day? 2,300 calories. On to the next question. So this question was going to be joint with the training schedule. How many injuries have you had? Oh, how many injuries have I had? Right. Number one, major one, was my back.
I broke my back.
What do you mean by that? You broke
my back is broken.
What, a vertebrae or what portion?
Spinal.
My lower back. So doing a deadlift, obviously one of my top 3 favorite lifts. I ended up getting not 1 but 2 bulging discs. Oh god, the pain was just excruciating, absolutely excruciating. So there was that one. What else? My shoulder, I don't know, I think it's kind of like torn in there. Can't say that word. Rotary oh my god, rotor cuff, is that how you say it? I don't know. If you know how to say it, put it in the comments below, and then I can, you know, it's giving me an English lesson. So yeah, my shoulder. What else? I'm sure there was something else. And my elbows, but they've always been, even before strongman training. But during strongman training, it would be my lower back, my shoulder, and obviously my recent one caused by the 100-kilo sandbag, which is this weird pain I've got going on in my stomach. So, but yeah, so only 3.
I'm tired of all the pain I feel.
I mean, I'm sure coach is probably going to remind me of a random one, but they're the main ones I can remember. So on to the next question. What's your favourite lift you've done? Oh, okay. Let's have a look at the Hog Pen PB wall. Oh, favourite lift. Oh. Don't actually know. If it was a PB favorite lift, it would be the deadlift, and the yoke. So my yoke is 202 for, I think it's 30 meters. I'm not sure. Rain's chucked down on the whiteboard, so I can't actually tell. But no, deadlift definitely up there. If it was a PB, if it was at a competition, favorite lift at a competition, it would have to be the yoke run that I did at Rebel Strength qualifiers. That was 160. Is it 160? Let's get it up. Yeah, 160 20-meter drop turn. That was my favorite lift. 160 actually didn't feel like 160. It felt like 120, 130. It was crazy. Looking back on the video, I was so quick. It was mental, and it was one of those events that another athlete or competitor had done a really quick time, and it was one of those moments where you had to pull out a miracle to beat that time, and I was lucky enough to have beat the competitor's time. So yeah, yoke the competition yoke run was my favorite lift at the competition. So yes, that was a good one. And right, last and final question. Any strongman regrets? Now that's a really good question, actually. Really good question. Any strongman regrets? No. From the top of my head, answering that question, no, I don't think there is. I mean, some days it's hard to train, whether if it's, you've had a shit day and you're like, oh, you haven't got the energy, but I think that's just normal anyway. But when it comes to regrets, no regrets. I think I went for a stage when I injured my back. I did say to my coach, oh, maybe it's just easy for me to go back to kind of powerlifting style. So I didn't get as many injuries then. And we did go, we kind of like, I took a back seat from strongman whilst I was in recovery due to my back injury. And
Spinal.
And we went back to kind of powerlifting style, and it was more like, body weight squats, and yeah, that was hard. Hard mentally to kind of come to terms with the fact that you had to be patient and recover properly from that kind of injury. And because the injury was so far down my spine, it just seemed to have took longer. But in 6 months, I was lifting, what did I do? 150? I was back to 150 deadlift, I think it was. But yeah, no regrets. So yeah, that's quite an easy question. No regrets on that sense. So yeah, like I said at the beginning of the video, thank you very much for sending all your questions in to myself and my coach through the Hog Pen page. It's very much appreciated. It's also awesome to know that there are people out there that obviously like our channel, like the Hog Pen channels. It's great. Hopefully I can make it bigger. It is the type of channel where it's just raw. It is what it is. It's the best way. None of this fancy editing malarkey. Yeah, we do put a bit of comedy in there, but you know, you got to have a laugh.
I don't think it's nice you laughing.
But yeah, so that's it really from me. I'm going to get back indoors because I'm freezing my tits off and my hands are like ice. But if you liked the video, please like, comment and subscribe and click on that little bell so you are notified of when we then post up a new video on the channel. But yes, thanks for the support. Hog it out. Boom.